Vegito! Let me show you how far more you can go.
So in this one and the end of the year approaching within a day's time from when I upload this video, I thought why not make an equipment guide, but not just a regular equipment guide. So I'm sure you guys know how to upgrade your items. Let me know if you just need a full in-depth one, because I could break that down too. But ending the year here with a godly tutorial. How do you get godly equipments in Dragon Ball Legends? This is going to be how to guarantee you guys godly equipments every single time. You don't need to worry about knowing if your first slot is enough, or will this equipment, if I upgrade it completely, will it go godly? Having the previous top status be the Z+. We just got the godly aesthetic a couple of weeks ago when the Legends Fest started. So it's a particularly new topic and idea here. Make sure if this video helps you out to drop a comment. If you guys have any questions, drop a comment, as well as liking the video, subscribe, because it does let me know you guys do appreciate and enjoy the content here. But I'm basically going to give you guys a full in-depth breakdown, just really easy explanations here. We're going to have to do a little bit of mathematics because it's not typically whether you have a gold slot or a red slot. Those do not guarantee you guys godly equipments. I do have a lot of Z pluses here for an example that I have gold. Obviously, some of these I could still go godly if I peek out the slots. What you really need to know is if an equipment is going to go up to 293%, if we consider the first, the second, and the third slot equaling to 300, right? So each slot having 100% total. If 293%, if you add up all these percentages on the item, which I'm going to show you guys how to do today, equal to 293% or above, you're going to be able to get yourselves a guaranteed godly equipment. For the first slot, this is also a very important note. Probably what I should have said first is your first slot needs to be at least a 93% minimum. Equipments that look like this. I'm going to pick one right here that has a simple 10% roll on the first slot. So items that have 10% to base HP, you can easily see the 9.90 is above a 93%, because 93% would be a 9.3%, right? So 9.9 is 99% on this first slot here, meaning it does have the capacities when you do almost peak out. See, as you can see, the last slot is not maxed out, but all three percentages on all three slots on the equipment need to be very close to basically maxed out to get your godly roll. So like I said, focus on the percentages. 93% on the first slot minimum, 293% minimum on the entire equipment total. So it doesn't even matter if your first slot is green. It does not. I've seen a green godly first slot equips. I've seen it. I'm not going to pull it up because I don't have one. But typically you can still get a godly equip with a gold slot, first slot, red slot, first slot. And I've seen it with green. It's very rare. But typically you need a 293% total on the items if we're considering the first slot is 100%, second slot 100%, and third slot 100%. So I'm going to go through some examples here for equipments and how you guys are able to tell for items that don't have easy to read numbers here, like that one that I just showed you guys, where basically if you have a 10% first slot, you can just know 9.3 is the minimum. But say if you have an equipment like this one right here, 16.7%. The total is 18%. And you're going to go on your handy dandy trusty calculator and put in 16.7, which is our current value, divided by the max value on this item, which is 18%. And you're going to get 0.9277. So this is rounded up to 93%. This is probably the lowest. If it was any lower than this, the equipment would have been Z plus stuck at. Unfortunately, you can't roll the first item, or the first slot, excuse me. And this is the lowest it can be. I'm going to show you guys another equipment right here. So this one having perfect rolls. You already know this is going to be able to go godly. We take a look at any of these. I'm going to find a gold slot to make an example out of. So this one right here actually having two valuables or variables. I said two valuables. Please get at me, bro. Two valuables. What the fuck? No, but yeah, slot one does have a 12.10%. This one, you're going to have to pull out your pen and paper. Make sure to do that because it's going to be a 12.1 divided by 12.5. 12.5, that is the first variable right there. 12.1 is the current value we do have. 12.1 divided by 12.5. and we're going to get a 96%. So that first slot right there is a 96%. So we do know it's above a 93%, but is this enough? With slots that have two percentages on the first slot, you need to calculate both of them. So the second one is a 12.15 divided by 12.5. So more mathematics right here. This is a do-it-yourself. So please hang with me. I'm not really a big fan of math myself, but 12.5. Oh, shit. I messed up, you guys. I messed up. I didn't add the point, I don't think, divided by 12.5. So we get a 97%. So both of these numbers individually are above a 93%. So we already know what's going on here. But is that enough? Basically, what we want to do is add up 96% and 97%, right? So we're going to go to, we do have 96% plus 97%. Gives you 193%, so we divide that by 2, and we get a 96.5%, which is above a 93% on the first slot, meaning we just have to get the second and third slots to close enough to that you make the entire equipment equal over 293%. You could just peek these out, so guarantee them until it hits godly. You get into some of these equipments that have, you know, this one's 9.75, so this is a 7.5% equip right here. So you already know this is going to go godly. Planetary. This one's in a 9 to 10 range, so 9.6%. 96%. You just need to get these other ones pretty much as high as possible before it does go godly. Oh, this one right here, 9.25. I peeked out both of these slots, and this is before I knew the 9.3 rule. 9.25. I peeked out second and third slots, staying Z+. There is no changing that item. This equipment right here, I'm almost peeked it out. I don't think... Okay, so I'm missing a 0.05% on the base strike defense. Will that be enough? I'm going to do the mathematics right here. I doubt this will be able to change. I think I gave up because I knew it was just Joe over. So 13.85. 13.85 divided by 15%. 15, and we're going to get a 92. Oh my God, it was so close. Oh, it needed to be in the 93 rule. It was Joe over already before it had begun right there. There was one equipment that I guaranteed recently that I was pretty disappointed by. So the Jiren Awakened equip right here. I kind of showed you guys this previously. I had another one with maxed out slots. So 14.15% out of what? 15. So 14.15% divided by 15. And we get a 94%. We're in the clear. But hold on. We need to check out the second valuable. The valuables, bro. I mean variables, by the way. Please don't say valuables. You're going to sound stupid, bro. You're going to sound super stupid. Why is my camera so low? Oh, my God. Okay, so 13.5. 13.5 divided by 15. We get a 0.9, so 90%. We need to do 94 plus 90 divided by 2. Oh, my God, I fucked it up. Oh my God, 94 plus 90 divided by 2. That's a 92%. We are a whole percent away, and I went ahead and maxed out these slots. So please don't just go and, oh, I have a pretty high gold slot. Oh, I even have a red slot. All right, we're taking a look at a quick example here of a red slot on the first slot that did not allow the equipment to go godly. By the way, shout out to my boy Green Ruff, because I'm actually peeping this item that he does have that wasn't able to go godly. And it's just because this first slot here did not equal to 93% minimum. And yeah, just do not assume that your equipment's going to go godly via, if it's a red slot, if it's a gold slot. You need to do the calculations, because sometimes when an item has 3%, 2%, or even 4 or 5, there's equipments that have 5%. You need to do this exact math equation to know what is up with items like this for it to go godly. So basically, by the way, shout out to him. He's the first person to make a godly tutorial a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, they used to have a ranked calculator, and now they don't. Like, I don't know of a ranked equipment calculator to go godly. So he actually took the initiative to make this guide for you guys. Go show him a follow or a sub to the channel. And basically, I'm going to check out this item because I don't have a particular item that didn't go godly with a red first slot. This is a great example. We're going to do the math here ourselves. So for the first slot, it's going to be 14 0.5 divided by 15, which is the max percentage of that first part of the slot 1 right there, and we're getting a 96.7%. So we're going to add that to that second part right there, which is 22.8. We're going to do 22.8 divided by 25, which is that max of that, and it's going to give us 91.2. And then the third one is 22.35. So we do 22.35 divided by 25, and we get 89.4. So what we're going to do is add up all these variables. So 89.4 plus 91.2 plus 96.7. We're going to get 277.3. We divide this by 3, and we get right under 93%. We get 92.4%. So this red slot is a fraud. Basically, be careful with your equipment, because you can end up like this guy, this poor dude that, Rough, I'm sure he was just doing it just because he had the equipment red and he was doing some testings himself. He doesn't really care about the freeze. I actually watched his guide there. But if this video helped you out, I'm not the best at math, but I feel like I had to bring this guide out to you guys. I am stacked personally on resources for Ultra Bonanza. Let me know if you guys are ready. And any questions, like I said, in the comments below, let me know. I'll see you guys in the very next one. Stay frosty, and I'm out.